I spent a lot of time today thinking about what I was going to say tonight, and I wrote out a fabulous speech. And I'm going to kind of read a little bit of it, but then I'm also going to talk to you about some of the questions that just came up at my table, because I think they brought up some really interesting things that I want to bring up. Let me start by saying I'm not a golfer, but, but when Hillary asked me to speak, I tried to think, like, what does breast cancer have in common with golf? And actually, there's quite a few things that breast cancer and all cancers have in common with golf. In a game of golf, there are 18 holes. Each hole must be played as its own individual series of moments. You must stay very focused and be very present as you go through your pre-shot routine. In setting up each shot, you must put the past behind you, as no shot you have in the past can have an impact on your current shot. You must live in the present moment and focus on how you will strike this ball and take your swing and live with the results. Cancer is really not so different. Last year in January, at the age of 36, 2 weeks before my birthday, I was diagnosed with one of those very aggressive young stages of breast cancer. And I was not really actually all that surprised, because as they mentioned, I'm fourth generation. I am different from the other ones that were up here. Fourth generation, although there is no known genetic link. I am also single. I don't have a husband. I don't have children. So it was facing, how do I do this by myself? It's a completely different thing when you feel very alone. I got really lucky. My parents flew out immediately. They took amazing care of me. My friends rallied in a way that I did not know was possible. When faced with the fears that cancer brings up, people either step up or step out. And there were a few that stepped out, but the people that stepped up and the people who stepped in that were not in were really what made my experience what it was. I call last year the best worst year of my life. Chemo sucked. Radiation sucked. All those mechanical parts, like in golf, it's very mechanical, it's very methodical. You just kind of go through it, you break it down, you take your swing, and you commit, and it's gone. It's the same with cancer. Everything they tell you, you make your decisions, you do your research, you commit, you go forward, you're gone. You lose your hair, you get over it, you move on. And it's just a series of moments that you just have to keep going on. I never thought that having cancer would be one of those great blessings. And in fact, I am here to tell you, it really is. I got to know that I don't have any moles or bumps on my head, that I look pretty good without hair, and big earrings really do suit me, and that I love color. I no longer wear black all the time because I don't want to just hide myself. I want to be loud, and one of the reasons I love Hillary and Jeff so much is we are loud. We are going to make waves. I want young adults to know. I think it's really important for young women to realize that just because you're young doesn't mean you can't get breast cancer. 1 in 229 women between the ages of 30 and 39 will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Of the women that I know and am close with that have been diagnosed, I am the oldest. I know 22-year-olds that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. The point of my story is, ladies, make sure that you know what your breasts feel like. You're not looking for anything other than a change. Gentlemen, know what your ladies' breasts feel like. Go out, cop a feel in my honor. I ask you to do that. Because more women are diagnosed by men finding breast cancer than they find on their own. So it's really important to get out there and check it out, you know? So, I mean, breast cancer is a really serious thing, but I do think there's a light side of it, and I think that I just want to make sure that everybody knows it does hit young women. It hits a lot of us. You just have to commit and go forward. And through meeting Hillary's mother-in-law and Jeff's mother, she introduced me to them. It's been a while.